Well, it's time to continue Dark Souls 1, or better say Dark Souls Trilogy, which I intend to, well, go as further as I can. And I did the most sensible thing, knowing how pants-rippingly hard and merciless game this is, and I leveled myself very high. Not just leveling my character very high, I hopefully to the ridiculously overleveled, but I also upgraded some of these weapons. And, well, of course, gained new ones, bought some new weapons, and got some new gear. Which makes the Pyromancer much more capable in killing things, and hopefully also surviving things. Which is necessary, because in this game, it can be no overleveled character. There is no overleveled, except, well, in sense that when it becomes way time consuming to level, that's when you can say that now you are overleveled, when it becomes just too slow to level yourself up. Otherwise, there is no overleveled in Dark Souls. There's only sufficiently. Or better say, there's just not enough. And about this time, well, the Pyromancer, although it's not so important what class you started with, as in that you can start to build them quite much as you like. You can start as a sorcerer and then wind up to become a huge big sword wielding maniac. But yeah, this is not the plan I plan to. Pyromancies are quite potent weapons, at least at this beginning, but they do have that little plan that of law that they have a short range and are a bit of clunky to use. And backstab with a stick which had nailed hammer through it. It certainly isn't technically a fancy weapon, but it certainly is enough of a weapon. So it's time to waltz forward and hopefully go and, well, it's time to climb this huge tower. Oh, not so huge tower, just climb this tower, which is actually a dead end, and traverse the white light to the gate of fog. And no way back. That can mean only one thing: a boss fight is looking ahead, and these guys also look ahead, and it's time to smash their skulls in, just because you don't want to go into a boss fight with the two henchmen shooting arrows at you. So just prepare the fire bombs and see, is there anything? Yep, there it is. A big guy himself. Tallest demon. So it's time to lob some firebombs at him. And this is dangerously narrow spot where you are forced to fight him. But luckily with the use of firebombs he can be cheesed quite easily. And no, I have no idea about anything about sportsmanship and fair play. Dark Souls is a game which hates that, so why should I also tolerate either? Oops, that hurt. But luckily my firebombs are also quite hurty to him. And there you go, die. Tallest demon fell down. Good. It's a dangerous thing. And I was, well, I hope, I was ridiculously over leveled to fight against him. I don't know about that, but I was at least sufficiently leveled against him as I, well, didn't die, and I was able to get quite easily fight against him. So it's time to drink some tasty Estus juice and remove this. No need to use the fire bombs now. And a bridge, and guarded by a few things. And a beautiful cloud-covered sky with the sun. And a guy.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
So you're having fun?
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you.
No.
I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Well, I do have time.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Well, that sounds a good deal, so yeah.
Greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Oh, well, that's also...
Hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
So yeah. And that guy gave us the co-op sign, meaning that you can use it in appropriate places to scribble a mark, and then you can show that, yeah, hey, I want to do some co-op playing, I'm offering my aid. And that was a horrifyingly bridge-hating thing called Dragon. Yeah. And dragons in Dark Souls are huge. They spew fire, and they're not necessarily the most brightest things of the planet, but they just very certainly are very dangerous things. But luckily also quite easily fooled, meaning I can just run past it and get myself to this undead parish, where that idiot dragon just stomps around and also does my killing work for me. Yeah, that was a bit of a trick how you get past that dragon. No reason to start be anything but a sufficient. And opening this opens up a actually path which can be used. But just light the bonfire first, just in case. And also rest on it. Reverse hollowing, just because there's a little bit of point doing so. And also kindle some flame, mostly because I do have quite lots of this humanity stuff, which has... it accumulates somehow. I don't know exactly what's the mechanism, how you get it, how you get it, but eventually, once you kill enough stuff, you gain humanity. I don't know how killing things makes you more human. But yeah, that's it. Alright, where's the dragon? Well, but this is actually the, you could say the route game Miyazaki wanted us to go. Avoid the bridge, avoid the dragon. Or would I say avoid the dragon's huge fire breath? Oh, I don't know, could it be actually a dragon, just a drake? Well, avoid the fire breath of the big monster thing. Come here, fight against some few hollows or undead soldiers. And don't get yourself fried to a crispy mess by the fire breath. And rats. Rats are quite... They're weak, but they do poison you, and poison is bad. It's not extremely lethal, but it's bad. It takes a long time to wear off. And that is to say, the more bigger resistance you have to poison, the more time it takes for it to wear off. Weird. And that guy just wants to get a backstab. Is the dragon still there? If it is, I wanna taunt it to appear again. Let it be. Let's just continue upwards in Undead Parish. And there's a... if I remember right, I did mention about numerous foes in this game which are... Oh shit, no, I'm not willing to be here. Which are one time only, as in that you can... Once you kill them, they do not respawn until, of course, the new game. Oh, it's time to... Oh! Oh god damn it, hey Borb! Yeah, you are wearing an impressive tusk armor and you got red eyes. Which makes you very scary appearing. And it kicks me! That makes it very unpleasant thing to face. Come on, turn around, show your ass. Why I can't get a good clean hit on it? I'm trying to get a ass smash to it. Alright, not like this. No, I'm not gonna... oh, now it gave a bit of a buggy... Yeah, it wants to gore me with those metal-plated tusks of it. God damn it, it's... Well, it wasn't as fancy as I hoped, but hey... Boar is history. That was effective, but very unimpressive feat of destruction of a boar. So it's one more of these undead soldier things. They are quite dangerous. But if you know where they... Dark Souls is that kind of game that, yeah, the peril is real. It's there. There's no denying about it. But if you manage to... If you know about it, meaning that when you're more familiar about all the bullshit things Miyazaki has thrown to this game, the challenges are not so dangerous. Well, of course, a big horde of enemies is dangerous mostly because several attacks coming at you at the same time will wither your health down like... Well, I don't know what withers down fast, but, well, it does happen fast, and... Oh yeah, that was a mistake. No need to go there. I have to go... Shit, where's the path? I guess that door is locked, no way to get to there. Oh yes, downstairs. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. I'm gonna smash your skull. Even these very scrawny and weak enemies dying with one hit, at least in this my quite gleefully overpowered level state, at least better say, and in this game there is no too overpowered level. There's only slightly overpowered level. And in this game, well, it's my method mostly to just prefer to be stronger and meaner instead of trying to be real fancy and maneuver around and they play to great and then just get smushed by... damn it! No. Good of a smash. And no, there is no benefit in trying to be crafty or cunning or anything else. Oops! Crashed to the wall, or what to say, not to the wall, to the table. And gotta keep climbing upwards. And even more climbing, although the stairs ladder ain't so high. But there's some barrels, tables. Yeah, the places in this game, well, despite how dreary and drab they are not actually so unrealistic. And this fog wall was mostly there just to spook you. Not all of fog walls lead to boss fights, which makes it a bit of crafty. And yeah, that's Armored Knight. He was dangerous, but I decided to play not fair and attack him from behind his back. And as I killed him, I got his shield, which, well, it's actually worse than what I have. Well, it has better. Well, it demands a bit less power, but strength, but it's actually worse than what I have. Really strange. It does certainly look prettier, but Dark Souls is a game where aesthetics usually should be second hand. Of course, the aesthetics in Dark Souls games can be very impressive, as meaning that you may get some very beautiful, intricately modeled armors of actually something like a realistic style, usually not just fancy magical thingamabobs with out. I almost died. Get some juice. Power smash and kill the knight. You almost caused that. I'm gonna use brute strength to smash you in as well. Just because, hey, brute strength is great, especially when you use it excessively. Was this the place where to head? Nope, that was not. I was the catwalk on this side, so I have to go and get to the other side of that wall door so I can open it with a lever or switch or something to make it more easy to travel forward in this fortress. Yeah, they don't want anybody to come here. But still they also left this kind of big bridge. Okay, it's still quite rickety and shabby looking bridge, but still they left the bridge intact over there. Meaning it is not so intimidating. Halberd, a nice weapon. Actually, in real life, halberds are very versatile weapons. You can stab with them, you can chop with them, you can... And... well, you can practically do any maneuver with a halberd. You can shove it with the handle. You can chop, well, you can. It has the axe blade. You can chop with it. You can stab with the tip and or the other tip. You can do practically any types of damage with it, and it's also very intimidating looking. And you can, if it has that certain kind of iron ring in it, it also makes a nice noise. But of course, weapon making a nice noise is usually quite unimportant in comparison of how good weapon it is. Yep, you go down. And that guy wanted to ambush me. And he's got a rapier. That makes him extra dangerous. But old-fashioned couple of strikes to the back with a baseball bat with nails in it does the job, all of it, very well actually. And that guy is very important and scary looking. Yeah, that mace he's wielding does lots of damage. To you, not to him. But the best way to fight against him is to be a coward. He's using that. He has to do a lot of recovery from those huge swings with that mashy thing of his. I almost died. But now you gave me your time. Oops, that almost sucked all of my... And that one did. Oh, I'm almost dead. That big heavy knight. Yeah, Dark Souls is a game where there's lots of big, heavy, burly, armored knights. Heavily armed and dangerous. But here, killing him dropped a Titanite shard, which is stuff needed. And here I know that guy shooting with a magic stuff revealed himself to me. Meaning he wasn't so smart. Oops! That hurt. Too close. Damn, I'm not gonna take a risk of facing that guy. But here is something of a bit of a handy move. Use this lift. And it goes down, all the way down here. And voila! Back in the Fire League Shrine. Now there's a shortcut up there, which is quite handy. I can just go and use the bonfire here to fill my life bar and all that kind of necessary stuff. Oh yeah. Get some gear fixed. And now just head back. With full bottle of Estes, full life bar, fully repaired weapons, completely powered up, ready to fight. Of course, the enemies also respawn, but that big ugly bastard with a huge shield and stick didn't. And this shield looks, this whatever hollow soldier shield or whatever, it looks a bit of like a rusty piece of metal. It doesn't look too well good at all. It looks quite worn and It's me. It's me again. But now you did hit me. Oh, and you and your ugly buddy also hit me. I'm going here to do a bit of a hiding. And back hit. Dead. Dead. And I'm stealing this Titan shot from you also as well. Mostly because, hey, I can steal it. So I will steal it. Oops, and a hit. And that guy is also one of those dudes which once you kill them don't come back. Which is really good because he's very annoying. And killing him also gave lots of souls. Killing that guy didn't give me lots of souls. And neither did killing him. Although, well, Titan shots are also useful things to get. Yeah. Old-fashioned thing, and this looks a bit like a church. I'm gonna pillage that corpse. And there's one more knight. Time to use my patented leap forward and smush to the head with a stick. Not scientifically, that was not a fancy scientific fighting. That was just an old-fashioned hit it until it goes dead school of fighting, which is, you would say, it is the school of fighting of Dark Souls. You see a thing, you keep hitting it until it dies. Hopefully it doesn't kill you before. Those guys went down with ease, which is good. When things go down with ease in Dark Souls, things are good. Or if you want to play to challenge, that is bad, but time to loot that stuff as well. And that way leads upwards towards, you would call it the real nasty boss fight of this game, and in the more larger sense the series itself, the Bell Gargoyles. They have their name is simple. Why they call gargoyles? It's plural. There's two of them. And as it's already stated, in Dark Souls you can easily fight against one foe. It doesn't matter how huge or powerful it is, but two is bad. Fighting against two at the same time is really difficult and dangerous. It's time to smash this open. And there's a cage of jail cell.
Still human,
and a guy.
Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Okay, I'll let you out.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this.
Okay, what?
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I have just been freed. Allow me some time.
Alright. I'll have a chat with you again.
Free. Now, I can get back to work.
Apparently everybody in this world.
Free. Now, I can get back to work.
Apparently everybody in Dark Souls has some sort of weird habit of laughing at everything. Do they find this whole dreary, undead, rotting world where everybody's just somehow mindless, sociopathic undead? Do they find this kind of hellhole funny? Well, of course, when your things are as bad as they are, as in Lordran, is no... It's not so strange to notice that, hey, they are laughing to quite much everything because everything is so horrifyingly awful that not laughing at everything would be just a combination of stupid and or insane. But time to keep waltz running here. And here a nice impressive sound of tink tink. That's the sound of a blacksmith. And also a bonfire. Let's light it up first, and that place where there's closed portcullis is much later, so there's no reason to even go there. There's no enemies to fight or anything other to gather. And that also leads to much later place. I'll have a chat with him.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Well, I do. And I also want to learn your jest. Hurrah.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
Okay. I also want to see what you have for sale. Armor and weapon smith box, so which means now I can do it myself. So I'm gonna buy them. The Crest of Artorius, that's actually a very important thing for later. And he sells a big load of weapons and all kinds of nice stuff to use. Yeah. And not only does he sell weapons, all kinds of handy 100% block shields, he also sells Titanite shots, so it's time to also do some weapon reinforcement, so which make it better. Reinforce the club to +4, and also make the short bow to +3. Short bow is really good bow in use. But, well, bows in this game are they aren't so potent weapons, and crossbows are just completely awful. As in that they are so short ranged practically. When it's time to use this thing, and actually end this session right here. I've opened a path to Undead Parish, shortcut, all that kind of stuff, bought some handy stuff. So actually it's time to end this session right here. Next time I think I'm gonna go and challenge those horrifying monstrosities called Bell Gargoyles, but that's the next time. I'll see you then. See ya. Actually, I thought that fuck that. I noticed a good opportunity to show up this co-op thing I mentioned about earlier. Well, to use the co-op, you must be human. You must not be an ugly zombie. Well, let's just chop them up. And to use co-op, you must hope to find a summoning sign, which I am now gonna demonstrate how to leave one. You just use it, and there's 2 of them, and I'm gonna remove it, and there's real summoning signs. So let's just use this, and use that to summon a phantom to aid me in my quest. A phantom's work. Oh shit! Doesn't come. Come on. Come on. You work. Come on, boy. Come on. I wanna go to co-op. Come on. Work. Don't fail. Please. Don't fail. That was an omen of something. I don't know what it was. He is arrived. So it is now time to go and hopefully manage to challenge the asylum gargoyles. Oops, damn it. Okay, can I actually get the place where... oh yes, I can. The shortcut is unusable when you summon... yeah, there are co-op limits places where you can go, but yeah, but generally saying it is very useful thing to do. And hello boys, time to start mushing you up. Oh, don't die now. Use the escape. And hammer them all down. And they go down. Time to keep going forward. And go and now challenge the bell gargoyles. There's 2 of them, but there's also 2 of me. And for some reason his word was so close that he wanted to give aid to someone else. Oh, and more summoning. Correct Solaire. And he is an computer generated summon. And no, I never had any rule that I do not summon. So yeah, you are nice. Solaire came with Estus and go with a white light. And this is ominous. Cutscene shows what you are wearing, which is well crafted. And there's one big ugly bastard. Gargoyle awakes. It's got a weapon, armor, and it's massive. And it came to fight. Yeah. Trying to hit it to the ass and grab its tail. Give me a chance to use my fire magic at you. At this. It seems to not like being locked in a big chunk fire. But luckily it seemed to actually feel over and down. My buddy came along and knowing that it's 3 against 1, even though that 1 is quite dangerous. It wasn't so much of a fight, it was a declaration of quick value. And that's the co-op. You summon help, you fight against the boss, you kill the boss, you get you get some kind of trophy and nice things from it. So it's time to climb. That weirdo's dude said that there's 2 bells of awakening, so it's time to go and climb up. Big stairs. Very high. Those gargoyles are just gargoyles, they're not alive. And use the lever, pull the lever. And now the bell rings. Bell of awakening. Tolls all around the land. And this actually ends this episode right here. The half of the first task of this game is done now. I'll see you later, for real this time. See ya.